Welcome back to Wedding Mayhem. Sorry, we were looking at our nails.
They are a lovely colour.
Welcome back to your wedding channel, everybody. And again, thank you so much for all the messages and all the likes. And we've got Holly from Blank Canvas with me back. I keep forgetting to introduce you because we're doing these back to back, aren't we?
We are.
So it's like,
you can't get rid of me.
No, you've been here all day. And thank you again for Liberation Cocktails for sending us in more drinks. I've got the mojito this time, which is actually one of my favourites.
I tried that last time. It was very nice.
This was a really good wedding drink.
Lovely. It's a really good wedding drink.
Yeah.
Everyone loves a mojito.
But because also it's not like a quick shot where people then get really drunk really quickly.
It's a long drink. It's nice.
It's a bit like Pimm's. I don't like Pimm's because it's a bit...
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
And I don't think, because some people don't like sweet drinks either,
Yeah.
so if it is a bit sweet, whereas I don't.
No, mojito's lovely. And also you can just add a bit more sugar if someone does want sweet.
You do wedding venues anyway, don't you?
I do.
So what is the most popular drink?
Blank Canvas, which we have a host of beautiful locations where you can, the venues that you can hire for your wedding. And we don't charge corkage. So this is perfect for us.
Do you not?
No.
Do you know, this is
corkage
one of the...
is cruel.
When we talk about budgets and stuff like that, I know you don't like the word budgets, but it's actually one of the things that I do actually say to my brides, be careful where you're booking or the caterers, and that, because there is corkage still.
Yes. And it's a lot of money.
Why
and
do
also
they
it doesn't
charge?
give you freedom because, sorry, I'll come back to that part, but it doesn't give you freedom to actually go, I really like that wine. I just want to serve these drinks.
Yeah, well, it's a bit like these people here,
Exactly.
Liberations, that you can actually buy these kegs or these pouches here, and you know,
and they're brilliant value and they taste fantastic.
They do taste fantastic.
Yeah, no venues do it
too
because,
good.
Yes, a little bit too. If you drink it all, things happen. The reason for corkage is it's basically a money-making way of justifying the fact that that couple then aren't buying all their alcohol through the venue.
Right, so it's making them buy the, say, okay, corkage.
Yeah.
But they will argue that it's for clearing up.
Well.
Is that not the case?
Well, sort of. I mean, yeah, they would also have to pay for the empty bottles to be taken away.
Okay.
And staffing of the bar that they're then not actually getting much revenue from. Because, of course, a lot of venues, if you're going to rent a hotel, the money they make on the drinks, it's a huge amount of markup.
Yeah.
But the venues that I run, we have a beautiful portfolio of locations where couples can either take over like a barn or bring in a marquee or a teepee and completely style their day their way. And the idea is that it is yours. It's 48-hour hire and it's your space. And with all of our guidance and support with the wedding plans and wedding coordination, you can create exactly what you want. So this sort of thing is ideal because I just don't feel like corkage is fair. And we hate hidden costs and anything like that.
I do get why they do it. Like you said, they're not making money on the bar, so they are actually, and they're taking away your rubbish. Yeah. So, and it costs. I mean,
but check they're taking away your rubbish because they might not be. You've got to check that that's within the corkage charge. It might be a corkage charge just to bring your booze in, and then what are you going to do with your empties? They might send you a bill after the wedding for a few £100 for getting rid.
So if they're charging you for rubbish collection and corkage,
they might do.
They are the same thing. They should be covered under the corkage.
So make sure that's as one thing, or just choose one of my venues so you don't have to pay corkage. That's what you really want to do.
Top tip. Right. So we have come off the back of Bridal Week.
Yes.
And last year we did exactly the same thing where we came to you with the new styles. These are the styles that you'll see coming in from spring 26. So if you've bought your dress already, don't panic. And you like the new styles, there are ways of actually changing your dress to the current trends.
Or just adding in an element.
Yes.
Thinking, I'd like to do maybe to the part where you're having your meal.
Yeah.
You don't have to change your dress completely, perhaps. No. You could just, maybe if you're going to adjust your dress in the evening, you could just change it up slightly.
I've got it here.
I'm sorry. I'll leave you to it.
I'll leave you to it.
We have great minds think alike.
So I have bought 3. We're hearing from more and more brides about suppliers going bust.
And it's not only a headache finding a replacement, but it also means any deposits and payments you've made have also probably been lost.
Well, that's where wedding insurance comes in. WeddingSure offers comprehensive wedding insurance, so you're not left out of pocket should something unexpected happen.
And it's not just about supplier failure either. They also cover things like cancellation and rearrangement. So if a parent or even you or the groom falls ill, or the venue floods the day before.
Yeah, and things like theft or your beautiful wedding dress gets stolen, gifts, and don't forget the rings, all starts from £38.99, 10 tiers of cover from £6,000 all the way up to £100,000.
Exactly. They also have a bunch of add-ons like public liability, COVID-19 cover, marquee cover, and more, so you can just add on what you need.
Wedding insurance can provide essential financial protection when things don't go to plan, and it does happen.
So get yourself over to weddinsure.co.uk to get a quote and get your big day covered.
And make sure you read the T's and C's.
Minds think alike.
So I have bought 3 dresses, but this is a dip in the ocean to what is going to be available out there. But it's just to give you an idea. Now, we have also got to mention that you were actually in Bridal yourself many years ago. So you cut your tooth.
A little while ago. I finished university and I had a very chance meeting with Caroline Castellano. And
How did you have a chance meeting?
She was at the Guildford Boutique and I went round Guildford with my CV. A pink CV.
Pink CV.
Cool, standard. And I was looking for a job because I'd finished university and I knew I wanted to work in bridal. I had a background in, I'd worked on yachts while I was at university and I'd worked a lot in...
You were below deck girl.
I was below deck. That's a whole other podcast.
Love it.
I had so much fun. Well, I worked on a beautiful, beautiful yacht. It was amazing.
Okay.
But what happened after the guests left on their helicopter was way more fun. We used to have
we need another episode.
We used to dress up in the owner's clothes.
No.
I used to... He had some really dodgy jumpers.
Sorry, we will park this. Sorry.
He had some really dodgy jumpers, like really like funny, leery jumpers. And when we were a bit drunk, the rest of the crew and I, we used to put on his clothes.
I've spat on myself and I've dropped my...
And I used to phone my dad. I mean, I was at uni at the time. I had, no halfpennies to rub together. And I'd phone my dad and say, Dad, you need to meet me at the... and I need like 2 cases of Chateauneuf de Pape. And he'd be like, what? And I'd be like, we drank it all last night and the owners are coming back. We've cleared their drinks cabinet and I'd get my dad to replace it all. We used to have so much fun. Such a laugh. Anyway, so I did all that and I'd worked in waitressing and I'd been a nanny and lots of sort of hospitality type things. Yeah. And so I knew I wanted to work in weddings and I thought, well, actually working in bridal is a really good way of getting experience with brides and understanding the industry. So I met Caroline Castellano literally by chance and she offered me a job there and then. And I worked with her for I still keep in touch. Yeah.
No way. Yeah. That's lovely.
I ended up managing her Guildford boutique.
And working for a designer like that is literally from shop floor, from drawing, making to actually presenting the bride with the dress, and that's so unusual these days.
Yeah, no, it is, and she still creates her gowns in the same way. But no, it was very cool.
Lovely. Well, you all know.
It's a lot of experience.
So back in the day,
yes,
when you first started, and back in the day when I first started, we continually see these themes coming back through. So when I tell you back when I first started, we had the pinch skirts in the taffetas with the little pliques in the middle, little buttons. Think Bridgerton. Those are back as well. We are now seeing more straight necks coming through, not just only in plain dresses, but we're having them in the crepe and the micados and the silks as well. And we're also seeing the dips as well. If you have...
the cowl necks.
The cowl necks, exactly. These are crumb-catchers. What do you call them?
I've always called it a cowl, but actually that isn't a cowl neck, is it? Because it's not.
Yeah, everybody laughs at me when I say this is a crumb-catcher, but it's what we always used to call them as a crumb-catcher.
Yeah. Sort of bib effect.
But it's catch your crumbs.
For the dirty eater.
But if you bought a dress that hasn't, that you want a dip neck and it's straight across, you can easily change that neckline very easily. So don't stress if you've bought a dress and you want the new look, or you've changed your mind about the look of that neckline. We are seeing big prints.
Yes, and bolder materials. Well, the silks are now, as with this beautiful dress, there's a lot of boldness.
What I took from the new collections is that we are going into brave bride era. And when I say brave, we're talking about, the big prints, the embossed fabrics, things that you wouldn't normally wear.
No, totally. And I love that because I think there was an element of bridal probably about 15, 16 years ago, where it was a bit safe. It was a bit, I'm a bride, but I don't want to be centre of attention. It was all that sort of style, which is lovely, and there's a place for that. But I love that this is now a bolder era. And I think, in a way, when you see girls now out and about everyone is dressing a bit more sort of in the bolder styles.
Well, your personality shines through on the dress. That's why only you can buy your wedding dress, because it's how you feel in it. This is definitely going to be Marmite, because if you love this, don't expect your crew to like it.
Yeah.
Because it's personal taste as well. And following on from the bold look, you're then getting the bold lace, so big flowers. We're going away a little bit from the 3D effect. I didn't see much. It's still out there, and a good designer will always have those in their collection, but definitely not as much.
I'm always cautious of going too much with the trend.
Yeah.
I think you want elements of it, but you almost don't want to be sort of like bang on the year.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to date everything. I think keeping it more classic.
But then that these things come back.
Yeah, no, true.
The puff sleeves, the Princess Diana sleeves.
And it's all coming,
They're still back.
They really are.
But they've been designed in a different way. So we've gone away from like the chef hat.
Yes, totally.
And actually they're more a little bit higher. Didn't see many sleeves. If we saw
interesting.
The floating sleeves, so they're still there. But not as much. Okay. If there was a sleeve, it was more like in the dress. Yeah. So like this one, it would have it fully attached. But I think with anything that you buy, it will always date. Yeah. Like you buy a car. Yeah. A new car, that dates the moment you take it.
And also, it's a capture of you in that moment.
Yes.
We all date. We all get older. But it's fun. It's lovely that is you then. Yeah. In that moment.
This is me now. Yeah. Brides always, when they're sitting on the sofa, if they've been married or just got married themselves, I hear them chatting while their bride's being changed, and they go, "Oh, I'd have a different dress today." Well, yeah, you would.
Yeah. You're different. You're a different you.
That's no shade on the dress that you got married in. You absolutely loved that dress at that time because you were in that moment. Now you're a different person. Yeah. You're in a different chapter of your life. Your dress is always going to be different. We talked about on our last episode that I had a bride that married in the dress that she bought me 14 years ago.
Yes. Yeah.
And still loved it when she put it on. Yeah. And it was a little bit different. It wasn't, it wasn't plain. It wasn't stable. Staple. Yeah. I'm not.
Put it back in the stable.
But she put it on and she said, I still love it. Aww. I still love it. So because she's still that person that still has that taste. But I think, things do date anyway. Yeah. This will definitely date in its time, but it will definitely come back. This reminds me of Victorian fabric.
Yes.
And we talk about curtains.
Yes.
Everybody goes, it looks like a net curtain, like the tools and stuff like that. But, it's fabric, it's material. So you are going to get this. But this is like the French Baroque, isn't it?
No, totally. And the neckline as well.
The neckline. Yeah. I'm seeing waistlines higher.
Yes.
And then I'm seeing
I think the balance is way better.
But depends on the girl.
Yeah,
some girls
I think the waist where the waist should be.
You'll always see me riding high.
Yeah.
Okay, I call it my Pamela.
It lengthens your leg.
Yeah. Well, it gives me a longer leg, so I then feel slimmer when I look like I've got longer legs. But we then go the extreme from that, and we're back in to what I call the Cinderella line, and that's the boned bodice. Yep. Into the middle dip, into the point. So again, the flamboyant,
the Edwardian drape, and
that's it. So,
and they look amazing when they're bustled.
Yes,
because you can bustle them almost into roses.
That's it.
With the dupion, you can sort of like twist it in and make it's stunning.
That's it. Yeah, pick your seamstress wisely on that. All my seamstresses can do that. Yep. But it's quite a hard thing to do. It is. And you would need to take your chief bridesmaid or whoever. Definitely. Is dressing you, probably somebody who doesn't drink, to bustle loop your dress.
And actually it's a good idea as well to film, not you yourself because you'll be wearing it, but get the seamstress or somebody else to film the seamstress bustling it for you. Because I've bustled thousands of dresses. And I had a wedding last week and the bride needed it bustled, and obviously the bridesmaid had seen it happen, but she was off on the dance floor. And I was trying to do it for the bride, and obviously I figured it out in the end, but it took me a few minutes because it wasn't the normal. I was going down the centre seam going, where the hell? And found it. But if I'd had a video to go, it was just round the side slightly.
Right, they tripled it up.
Yeah.
And that's important.
It is.
We are seeing longer trains.
Yes, lovely.
Yeah, more drama. Definitely here for the drama now. And
I love a long train.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amount of girls, and this comes down to brides not understanding what happens on the day. So we'll hope that if you are a new bride or a bride halfway through your planning, that you are listening to this. It pass it on to other brides that are getting married. Keep sharing it.
Yes.
Because the most intelligent girl will come in and go, "Oh, train's going to come off. I can't manage with that train." That train is not down for all day. It is the drama only.
And you can kick it behind you when you need to.
Wait,
a bit of a kick.
When are you kicking it?
Well, if you're walking around.
This is making me very upset.
Where
are you kicking your dress?
Explain. But you kind of give it a bit of a kick, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to like get it where you need it.
Yeah, but but you shouldn't be kicking anything because you're
sort of like
because you will be
side kick.
You should be walked down to.
Oh, I mean like round the reception drinks, like around.
Well, then it should be bustled. Why is it not bustled?
Oh, I don't think you should bustle it straight away. It's nice in photos, isn't it, to have it down? Do you not think?
No.
Oh, I don't normally bustle dresses till a bit later.
Do you not?
No.
Because they get stood on, they get ripped, and you should.
They can do, but I always think for photos it's so lovely to have it. And I think throughout the reception drinks and the meal and stuff, if your bride's walking around and she's got her train, lots of people will take photographs.
Okay,
your professional photographer will naturally snap a few pictures.
Sold
at
it
that
to me
point.
a little bit, but no.
Yeah. But also, once you bustle it, that's a different look.
Yeah, but again, with these dresses that have got detailing on the train, once they're bustled up, you can still see.
That's true. Yeah,
what's going down.
Yeah, and then they look beautiful bustled.
Yeah, they really, if they're done nicely, they can do. So, but yeah,
and it is also nice to bustle it before it gets filthy. Because there's nothing worse than bustling it and then going, oh God.
So therefore, your bustle loop should be done before you're walking around the reception. Do you not agree?
Fine. Well, then she might have it on her wrist.
No.
One.
Have you not watched my show before? No, because all you're doing is that they don't have the bustle loop done. They're using the bustle loop, the hanger loop that is for the hanger. You know about hangers?
I do know about hangers.
So
if they've got a wrist loop and a bustle.
If they've done, and this is where you've actually had a loop put onto the dress.
That you wear on your wrist.
The one that you can see underneath when you buy your dress is for the hanger. That is not for you to put on your wrist, because what happens, you put it on your wrist and it comes down. You literally have swept up that whole floor.
Yeah.
You've got all the Bacardi and Coke stains running through it, and God knows what else stains on it. And you're just showing people how dirty your dress is. They're not looking at you in your dress, they're looking at how dirty it is.
No, you need a wrist loop. It's a good idea.
But those dresses are heavy, particularly going into longer trains, and this fabric is...
All right, we'll bustle them early. I'll change my day plan. It's
got
2:15.
Nothing to do with our episode, by the way, but that really upsets me.
Okay.
When I haven't seen a bustle loop done. So yes, you're letting
at my next wedding, I'll send you a screenshot. I'll send you a photo at it's this time.
Nothing worse. And have those bustle loops done. We've talked about it loads on this show about a girl that literally had her bustle loop, but it was a bit different. She obviously hadn't had her bustle loop done. They undone the little half zipped.
Okay.
They picked up the train and they threaded it through her thong, so you could see her arse cheeks and her red thong. And the train of the dress up through.
I'm leaving.
It was awful, absolutely awful.
My God.
Either they'd broken it or they hadn't had it done before on the train at all, but it's really upsetting.
Oh my God, that is a real shame.
So we are seeing drop waists.
Lovely.
So we're either going high or we're going low. Not everybody can suits that one.
No, that's true. That's true.
What I will say is that these boned bodices that are going into the peak are slightly off centre. So whereas before, like this one,
they were like, it would have been
dead
bang
straight.
on. Yeah.
And you can see on this one slightly goes in. So basically, you've got the point, and those boning actually comes into the peak. They are so flattering.
Yeah.
So flattering.
Particularly from the side.
Yeah. So before, the slightly curvier girl probably would miss that because it made them look quite block. This new
that's a very flattering shape,
really
particularly with a big full
it's your
bust.
eye detail. Your eye detail follows the point, so you're not looking at the side. You're looking into that middle, and that's really flattering.
I think that shape is really lovely on a fuller bust as well.
Yes,
it's to have that lovely curve and then it looks beautiful.
Well, what we are finding, talking about the bigger bust, one of our new dresses that came in, I had a big busted girl, and as soon as she walked in, she went, anything that covers my bust.
Sad.
It is, because that's the only thing that she sees. That's her Achilles heel, and she said, I don't want my boobs to be out.
Yeah.
Take you to the end dress here. That is slightly raised, so they slightly come up higher, but they're reaching up high. You're still getting the low ones where you can see, the slit in the boobs. Is it slit in the boobs? Crevice?
Cleavage.
It's laughing. Stop it. Slit in the boobs. It's been a long day. I've been with you all day. So they don't want to see that cleavage, and
to be honest, you don't want too much of that.
But even the small boob girls, if their boobies are too close together, they have that naturally.
Yeah, it doesn't always look attractive.
It doesn't, and they're bobbling around on top. So some of these dresses are
and that's a nice shape because it does have a lovely curve.
Yeah, it literally curves above, so you can actually so everything's contained inside. And it is really, really flattering. So again,
because you'll feel more comfortable knowing that the twins are in place and supported.
But even on the end dress there, can you see how those seam lines actually go inwards? They're not dead straight.
And it's almost got a pixie here, the way it's coming just up a little bit to the corner.
Well, again, those little side peaks, like this one here, has got the side peaks. Again, those are still in.
Lovely.
Those still in. We are seeing more pleating going on.
That's very flattering because no girl likes that bit here.
No.
And that hides it nicely.
Can I just say, girls?
Oh, yeah, what?
I am not getting, I don't want to say the ick, because I don't like the word ick, but it really upsets me when I see these wedding photos and the dresses are not in the right position.
Oh, God, it's the worst.
It actually looks like, if you look to the side, it looks like it's falling down. So
but this is why you've got to, sorry, I'm not meaning to interrupt you, but you have to give yourself enough time to get dressed.
This
is not like
but this is
normal
done
outfit.
at fitting stage. Nobody has fitted that dress correctly, or that you need to know these things before you go for your fitting. And I know it's hard because you haven't done this before, but where this is your armhole here, see if I can whiz her off there, let me turn her around. If your armhole is here, your dress should be higher. Not so much rubbing.
No, not rubbing, but you want it in the right position.
Like my dress is here. I wouldn't have my armhole down here, or my dress here and then my arm up here, because it doesn't look like it's fitting you. And if you raise your dress up higher and it's fitted in at your waist better, your waistline is slimmer.
It starts with the boobs though. You've got to put your good bra on and then go opposite arm to opposite boob and put your boobs in the right position.
Place.
And I know it sounds bizarre.
Place and hold.
Place and hold your boobs where they're meant to be. Make sure your bra is comfortable. And then make sure your dress is
I think
exactly
particularly in
point.
peak times, the seamstress is against it. They are so busy, and it is their job, but it's not their job to see you in the mirror or tell you how to wear your dress. If you put
and also if they see you comfortable, they'll go with.
They won't turn around and go, oh, you should do this, you should do that, because it's really personal, isn't it? We will, because we have your back, right?
So we're the honest aunties.
Honest aunties. That's good. I like that. But making sure that those dresses are actually in the right place, because you will get a smaller waist. So when you're trying on dresses, make sure that you hold them in place while they clip you in at the back. Sometimes it's a bit more difficult if it's quite a close fit or the dress is too big for you, but just by holding it in place, the amount of girls that say no to a dress and then I put it on them properly and they go, oh my God, that's made a huge difference, and now I love it.
And they see what the dress can do for them as well.
Exactly. But
that's again where it's important to put your dress on and give yourself a few minutes, because once it warms up, things move, things feel different.
I've been married a few times, as you know, and I've had 2 wedding dresses, and each wedding dress I could not fit into it on the wedding day.
No way.
I got married in extreme cold and extreme cold and 2 hots.
Oh my God.
And you expand in weather, right? So I ended up having a cold shower on the first one. I can't remember what I did on the third one, but
just cool yourself down.
Cool myself down, so I wasn't so hot. Because you do expand. Think about when you go on holiday, in heat.
And the room you're in might be very, very warm.
And
if you've got 5 bridesmaids all getting ready in a small space, not great ventilation, hot day.
I know when a bride in my changing room has found her dress before she has uttered the words, because her temperature goes through the roof.
Yeah.
She gets so hot, and she hasn't even said anything, but it's the bubbling, building up excitement inside that does it. So the cold shower is important, the cold bath's important, but do not worry if your dress is too tight on the day.
No.
Because fabric,
it gives.
It's on a bias. It moves. Okay, so it's not steel. It will give within half an hour. It will be too loose on you. I had a dress in our collection that I had to always do the fitting for because it never fitted. We would be that much apart, and it was one of those dresses that you had to inch up.
Yeah.
Come back.
And have a bridesmaid stand in front of you and
push
hold your
fabric.
waist.
Yeah.
Really, yeah, but with gloves on.
With gloves. We're a bit traumatised in this industry.
We are.
We're a bit like, you know, so if it's tight and you can't breathe, don't worry. Within 10 minutes, that'll start giving.
And that's, again, why you take a bit of time to get into your dress.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't given yourself enough time and your car's arrived, and you will just get flustered.
Also, as well, if you had it fitted properly, like we're saying, and then it suddenly doesn't fit, it might be that it's not been placed on you properly.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, and so you need to then take it off and raise it in the position it should be. Then you can use it, particularly if it's a really fine zip as well.
That's very true.
Skirts, detachable skirts are back in.
Love that.
Okay, but
that's fun.
But we dipped our toe in the last couple of years.
Yes.
Where we had the very like chiffon or the tulle skirts they're almost like veil-like.
Right. Okay.
With the ornate, bottoms.
And are these detachable ones that add on to our dress, or is this a separate corset?
This particular dress here, I think I'm going to put my head in front of the camera, is actually a fishtail dress. And then it's got an overskirt over the top of it. So you get two dresses.
Lovely.
You get basically the detachable skirt. So you get the ball gown skirt. And if this is actually going in this way, but if this was slightly over on the hip line, you actually get the silhouette of the fishtail.
Yeah.
And then you get the big skirt, dramatic skirt. And that's in the light Mikado. So that fans out. That looks really dramatic. So we are, again,
that would be nice as you come into your ceremony.
Yes.
So you get the pool and the drama.
Yeah.
Have a flick of the train as you walk in, and then you can take it off so it doesn't get dirty. You don't get upset, and then you've got a completely different look as you walk into your reception drinks or into the meal.
Yeah, 100%. So
very cool.
But remember that if you can have this look if you've already bought your dress and it doesn't have a skirt attached to it. Your seamstress can make them. It is quite a lot of fabric in that. I would say we've just done one recently. She needed on guidance anywhere between 7 and 10 meters of fabric. And so we said to be careful on how heavy the fabric is and how much you want. So obviously the bigger, the more fabric you've got, the more dramatic the skirt's going to be. But she went for a slimmer one in the end because she's only tiny and she felt like she was dragging it. We had not that skirt, another skirt that we'd got her to try on and walk up and down the shot. She went, I can't do this. Yeah. So we've gone.
It can have quite a lot of weight as you're walking as well. You don't realise how heavy it can be.
If you want to go the extreme, you can double the skirt.
I love this.
With a lining and quilt it out. Okay, we're talking Bridgerton again. Yeah. So we are, that is not.
So
moving.
On the inside would be a different colour.
So you're basically carting around with you a duvet, but you've got the structure. Yeah. It's not moving, and you've got the volume.
Oh, I like that.
Or you can do it with netting. It depends on the fabric. Because if you're doing it with netting and it's fine fabric, or loose fabric, you're going to see that net coming through it. But again, if you've bought a dress that doesn't have a detachable skirt, it can be made.
Can I add a point to that?
Yes.
Because I don't mean to interrupt you.
It's my show.
I know, I'm sorry.
I'll have a drink.
These are really good.
They are really good.
I've got the strawberry daiquiri. It's delicious. Really good. Yes,
there
my point was
in there as well.
Yeah, real strawberries and real ice. Isn't that delicious?
Sorry, the guy from Liberation has just walked out and just said, "There's your drinks." We're like,
oh, delicious. If you're having a detachable skirt or train or something like that, remember who's going to look after it. Where's it going to be hung? Who's looking after it in the venue? Because if you take it off for your reception drinks or something, think about who's looking after it, who's going to help you with that, and where it's going to be put. Because it'd be really sad the next day if you're like, where did that go? Where did that
I feel that we're repeating ourselves from other shows.
Oh, sorry.
But we have to. No, don't be sorry. Because if you haven't listened to a show and you don't know, go back and listen to all of them.
If you haven't listened to a show, where have you been?
Yeah, where have you been? 4 million. Just
on now.
But
it's important to think about that because also you'd need a separate dress bag for that bit.
Yes, I was just going to say that. Look at that, the 20s.
Kismet. So you'd need 2 dress bags and a hanger and just somewhere to put that
Yeah, and actually overnight, the night before, they need to be on separate hangers.
Yes, don't hang it on the dress. It will crumple it.
Yeah,
the weight will pull down.
You'll get a seam line as well.
You will.
So so where were we? Short dresses. There's been an upscale.
Oh, he's staying in I love the short ones.
I do, but commercially, I can't sell them in my boutique purely because they can cost as much as
and people don't seem to understand that.
No. So I rather.
The other thing I think as well that's a bit sad with them is there's all of our lives to wear a short skirt.
Yeah.
But this is the only time we're wearing this.
Yeah. However,
okay,
you're gonna love this.
This is evening dresses that are short.
No.
Oh.
The high lows are coming back in.
I love the high lows. Oh my God, amazing.
So if you're not thinking, what the hell are they talking about? So it's where it is high at the front,
and it goes round,
and then it goes round at the back. So you end up with like a little train.
It's kind of 50s, isn't it?
It is quite 50s, but they're hiding it in the wedding dress, so it's all good to go. So
amazing.
So like just supposing this dress. It's got the detachable full skirt.
Right.
So you take off, a bit like Bucks Fizz.
Yes.
Okay.
Making my mind up.
She follows us, by the way. Digressing, sorry.
Love her.
So basically that skirt gets taken off. And then you've then got your evening dress underneath. If you didn't want the high-low, I think having that little short skirt underneath,
I think an adaptable wedding dress is really special.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have wanted, I didn't change my dress in the evening because I love my dress.
Yeah.
But being able to adapt it a bit, change up a bit is
one
really
less thing to forget.
Yes.
If it's all in one as well.
And you don't have to have a full room to change it.
Yeah.
You don't, depending on where you're getting married,
Yeah.
you may not have space to store another dress, change into another dress.
I did a dress, my God, years and years ago. So we've been there 24 years. It's got to be about 18 years ago when we first started. And she changed her mind on the dress. So she bought 2 dresses. So she bought another dress because she really wanted the ball gown. She'd already bought a slim dress. And she's like, I don't feel I can wear a tight dress anywhere. She had a fantastic figure. And I feel I'm missing out. This is literally quite close to the wedding. So she bought a dress that was in my sale that had the full ball gown.
Lovely.
We cut the top off. We put it over, we shortened this dress.
Right.
So we made her tight-fitting dress shorter.
Lovely.
We put the ball gown on over the top, so she just had that. And then, so we were ahead of our time back then.
Yeah.
And then that's it. We took this skirt off once she'd got married, once she was into party mode.
Amazing.
So she had the 2 dresses. So that's another way of doing it as well.
No, really fun.
But not only are we seeing the high lows, but we're being a bit flirty with them. So a lot of the ones I've seen were stepped tulle. So they were like flamingo, so the best way I can describe it. So they were really flirty, fun, like a bit like cocktail-y, that sort of thing. So you can have a lot of fun, I think, with that.
Yeah. The rules are out now, which is lovely.
I think
when I first started in bridal, like 20-something years ago, it was beautiful and lovely, but it was very like, this is the format, this is the look.
This is what you have.
Yeah. Whereas now it is literally. I
talk to mums and that, and they come in because if you've not listened before, I've got 300 dresses in my boutique, and they're walking going, my God, there's so much choice, and they feel out of depth. Brides can feel that way as well, and because back in their day when I first started, where my competitors only had a choice of.
Sort of 50 or 60.
Less, even less than that. You had 4 styles to choose from: ball gown, shorts. They had short back then, slim, or something completely with sleeves and empire lines.
Yeah.
I haven't seen proper empire lines for ages.
That's never long.
So there was less choice, but. It just shows you how individual you can be.
Yeah.
I had a girl just recently who went to a wedding. On the Friday, it's really weirdly, it's the day that her dress came into the boutique. Rang us the next day and she went, Sharon, I've just been to a wedding and she's got my same dress. I don't think the girl bought her dress from us, but I think it pretty much was identical. And as all girls say, your mum was like, will you wear it better? And like this. And we're like, we can change it. We can do that. So we showed all the different ways of doing it. We can put lace on it. We can put, the arms on it. You can put the straps on it. We showed all of these through. So we gave her like 10 different options. and to make it more her dress. And I say this to all my brides, no dress comes back the way it went out with the bride and seamstress, because by the time they've got to the wedding, they've done their little tweak on it, and I love that.
That's so lovely that you can offer that. That's so important.
Well, I think it comes with experience.
Yeah, totally.
You know. So, and also because she loved that dress. That dress was hers.
Yeah.
And the last thing we want to do, you know, you've built your wedding.
Yeah.
Around that dress, we talked about an earlier episode. The moment you build your venue, you then get your dress, and you everything else gets planned. This is why changing your mind at the last minute it doesn't happen a lot.
No.
It is for extreme circumstances, because you can't imagine your dress being anywhere else, you know. We are talking also in more stretched crepe.
Oh, we haven't seen crepe for a while.
Yeah, but we're seeing heavier crepes in the ball gowns, which again, you don't normally get.
No, you don't.
But your crepes are getting more like Spanx.
Oh, okay.
So they're double lined. They've got movement in them.
Kim Kardashian thanks
this. So you look like you're fitted, but you can breathe and you can move in it. So that was something that we saw. Bows and sashes are still in, guys. But
love a bow.
The lazy bows in, I hate it.
Oh,
I hate it.
Floppy bow.
The floppy bow. I've got it here. Belongs to this dress here, and it sits there like that.
No.
I don't know which camera I'm
I'd
looking
put that
to.
on my head.
No.
Which bit's the bow? Hold on.
It clips in.
But where's
the dress.
the bow part? Oh, it's just like sort of hangs. Oh, it's not a bow.
It's like a tail.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That would be better as a bow.
It would be better like that.
Yes. I'd put that on my head.
I knew you were going to say that.
Actually, I would wear that.
The abstract bows are in, and the sashes, but big.
Yeah.
Big.
But I think with a bow, you have to have a big bow.
Yeah. Definitely. What are we also looking at?
If it's on the back of the dress.
Detachable puff sleeves again, but
Lovely.
they're not off shoulder anymore.
Are we more?
We're more up.
Okay.
Okay. So.
But still the same sort of puff.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. I haven't sold many of them.
I
got asked for them a lot, but
it's a very Instagrammy thing.
Yeah.
It's the sort of thing people see and they think, oh, that looks really cool. And then when you try it, you go,
they look silly. They feel
most
silly.
girls don't like the top of the arm is a part of our bodies that women don't always love.
But if you don't like it, just break it.
Totally. That sort of thing's lovely.
Buy something like that.
Yeah,
or just
that's
a little bit
lovely.
of lace, or just like a little row of beads.
Yeah.
Just to break that eye up and feel that you're a little bit covered.
Totally.
But your veil will cover you as well if you're having one. The second skirt. Should we talk about colours?
Oh. Are there any pink ones?
Yes, pinks are in, but the really pale
like a
pink.
blush.
I was looking at our cakes there, but
Like a real blush.
yeah, it's there, but not there. Florals are coming back in.
Lovely.
So the pretty garden with the greens and the soft pinks, those fabrics are coming through.
And dresses that are actually decorated with those colours.
Yeah. Well, because we went through a phase the last couple of years of actually having like the sewn. Embroidered flowers on. I didn't see much of that, but I'm seeing.
It was one or two, wasn't it?
I'm seeing the actual flower fabric underneath the layers. So pretty garden effects. You know, that was.
But if that's something that you like, but you're not quite bold enough to do as your whole dress, you could do that in your veil.
Yes.
There's some amazing companies that can make your veil for you. And do that sort of thing.
Or if you're wanting a veil that matches your dress and it doesn't come with a veil, you can actually have it made by your boutique or your seamstress.
Totally.
To give you an idea that this dress here, if this doesn't cut, this has got a beautiful train with that detailing on. But if you want a veil with that stuff on, you just buy some extra pliques from the designers. Normally they do sell it. It can be a bit spenny, but it's worth doing if you want that look. And then you buy a plain tulle veil from the boutique, and then your seamstress then can lay it on top. And
then after the wedding, if you have a baby, you can use it as a crib decoration.
I know, but I said this to somebody, and everybody looked at me
purchase.
and went, "Is that still being done?" I was like,
"Well, you say it is at this end of the purchase, because then it justifies it for later, doesn't it?
Go
Say to your husband to be. There's an amazing veil designer, Daisy Sheldon, and she can embroider anything. Her embroidery is incredible, and she can embroider words of your favourite song.
Yes.
All that. So it's absolutely. But like you say, she could take the lace and copy it in embroidery. And Veils are absolutely stunning.
The thing I would say that about, like, we've had people's initials put in it. People don't get to see it, so don't expect that you're doing it for the
it's for your set. It is for you. Yeah,
because a lot of people don't see it, and then the veil comes off really quickly.
You'll see it in your photographs, but it won't necessarily be something that is actually seen on the day.
Yeah, I agree. Right, colours. This is your colour palette for 2026.
What have we got?
Well, the thing is that, you know, these colours are still out there, but there is twists here. Okay, so your colour palettes trends are your soft sorbets and pastels.
I was going to say, is it still pastels? Lovely.
But we're looking at lilac hazes.
Ooh.
We're looking at apricots.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We're looking at rosewater.
Okay.
So not definite colours. We're looking at hazes.
So softer than what we've had.
Pistachio.
Oh, I like
pistachio.
It's your new green. That's a nice tone of green.
And it's gentle, it's vintage.
Quite delicate.
Yeah, delicate. You also see, obviously green's never going to go.
No.
They always say green's lucky for a wedding.
No, they do, don't they? But I think that soft colour palette goes very well with a bolder dress.
But again...
Because the bride is then still centre of attention.
So your olives and your sages are muted.
Okay.
Okay, they are gentle, that more browny, earthy colours.
Olive is sticking around, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not very on colour. You're looking at me like I'm really off trend, thanks.
No, you're not. What am I?
Season dress. You match the sofa really well.
I know.
Beautiful.
I blend a little.
I love this. It's beautiful.
Your terracottas.
But you have got the softy pink.
I have. Yes. So we are looking.
Real blush.
Yeah, we're looking at
like almost not there, which looks incredible with red hair.
Yeah,
that colour.
You've got to be careful with. My only worry is with these really pale colours is that your photographs do.
It can be a bit insipid.
Yeah. So you can verge on looking a little bit naked.
Yeah.
It's why I don't particularly like the champagnes on bridesmaids.
Yeah, and you've got to watch it with bridesmaids because they're all obviously different colour tones.
Yeah.
And so you don't really want to put them all into a colour where, you know, one looks washed out.
Yeah. One will look like she's running across the lawn nude. So yeah, your terracottas and cinnamons are still in, but these are warm, rich, and dramatic. So you go in one way or another. So
hold on, that was terracotta
and cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Oh, nice.
But the oranges.
Yeah.
But you're going
autumnal colours.
Yeah, but you're going. You're not. Yeah, but you're not going autumnal.
No,
you're going bright and bold on it.
Love it.
Whereas like your pastels and that, you're going mutes and like watercolours.
But that's something you can bring in, not just in the colour of your bridesmaids, but in like draping.
Yes.
You can get lovely long
in your foliage
layers of silk and do like
your yellows. Okay, are coming in buttery.
Ooh.
So less cheerful.
Okay, lovely.
So, you know,
less pastel yellow.
So we saw, I can't really see it on here, but we've got that sign up there that's got the CCTV sign. That bright yellow that we were seeing last year and the year before, that's out. So you're looking more aesthetically pleasing.
A softer.
Yeah, softer.
A bit like... Oh, it's that label there. It's behind the thing.
Yeah.
The martini label.
Pointing everywhere. They won't say it.
Colours.
But a cheerful yellow, but not like bright yellow.
The cakes.
Yeah.
The cakes are on trend.
The cakes are on trend. The middle. What I was saying.
The sort of soft yellow.
He's waving at me like
which is nice.
Like
I like
anything
that
out there.
But they call that banana.
Banana. Dusty pinks and blush variants. So we're looking romantic.
Lovely.
You know, so sugar candy, soft, okay. Muted pinks again. And this is back again. Deep jewel tones.
Ooh.
So we're looking at deep burgundy, deep emerald, stormy blue,
like that.
bold. Again, we're going bold print. We're going bold. So you either go bold or go home, basically.
Yeah. Or go very pastel. I like the option that you're going kind of like muted tones or very bold.
Yeah. Blacks, gold, and metallics are back.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, I don't like metallic.
That's quite cool. But for the right wedding.
Yeah.
For like an evening-ish wedding.
Yeah.
For something very stylish.
Yeah, maybe.
I think all of this has its own place.
Yeah.
For the right style of day.
Yeah. It does, you know, we wrote in here elegant evening touches, so you're right. But the gold and the coppers are back.
But you could do that just in the evening.
So you're looking at a change of clothes.
Yeah. Or
I'm thinking about
lighting.
I'm thinking about bridesmaids.
Yeah.
You know.
But also just for the style of the day.
Yeah.
Because particularly depending on your venue. But of course the venues that we work in with Blank Canvas, they're predominantly marquee venues. So you could have a complete change around whilst you're having drinks or cocktail hour outside.
How long will that take?
Literally minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it's really super fast.
With you in charge.
We have a big team, exactly. I mean, people don't sit still when I'm about. You have to hop to it. But we have a team of people that, you rearrange the furniture, lighting changes. You might have a dance floor that's a different colour.
So are you saying like have the wedding day and then
maybe
change up
do the
your
copper
theme?
and the metallics in the evening.
Okay, so
That'd
you're like having a ball, aren't you?
Stick down some different tablecloths. It's super quick. And it doesn't cost much at all.
And the lighting's going to be different anyway.
Just adjusts really easy.
What we are seeing as well is that it is acceptable to have your bridesmaids in different colours.
Yes.
But
which I still think is nice because they get individuality.
But I still think you should keep the dress the same.
Dress the same, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be some uniform element.
Yeah, because otherwise it just looks like you're stood with five guests.
Because if you're going to a wedding and you're being told it's dress for evening vibes. And your guest turns up in a metallic dress, and you've got one girl in one dress and one girl in the other. They're just going to look like guests, aren't they?
No, totally. And you do want in your photographs, you do need some uniform with your bridesmaids.
Well, we talked about bridesmaids there's more bridesmaids.
Yeah.
You had 12.
And watch out with that as well, because that is something that at the beginning of the plans, you might say to all your mates, particularly if you've had a few drinks when you're excited about your engagement, you'll be my bridesmaid. But the cost involved in each bridesmaid, it's a lot, isn't it?
I think there's no shame now of saying to people, particularly you don't want them to be bridesmaids. It's a good guess out. Is saying, look, I would love you to be bridesmaid. Pick your two that are definite there. Yeah. Look, and I know this girl on TikTok's got really shamed for this, but she's said to her friends, look, be my something blue. So basically, they're bridesmaids, but you buy a blue dress and you'll be my bridesmaid.
I think that's lovely.
No, and I don't think
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I don't think there's any shame that if you want to be bridesmaid that much, and that means so much to you that you will buy your own dress. I don't think there's any shame on brides.
And also, we're there for our friend. We're there for our best buddy who's getting married. We're not there because we're getting a free dress out.
Yeah.
No, totally. But I do think it's important that I've seen this before where brides go, I want all these bridesmaids, and they don't realise that's an extra bouquet, an extra outfit, or an extra conversation about
makeup, hair.
Exactly, yeah.
Even if gift. And also the time of getting ready.
Yeah. Okay. And potentially accommodation.
Yes.
If that's, how they're going.
You'd be surprised how diva-ish they become. And if they don't mean to, but it's more things to plan, more things to be part of, because it's another question. It's again coming back to how many people you bring to the bridal appointment. Yeah. Because they'll go, where am I staying?
Yeah.
That's a bit expensive. Then you feel obliged because you put them in a position where you've asked them to be bridesmaid. Even though they volunteered to be one, and it's never ending.
No, it's so true.
So be careful how many you do. But I hope that's been of help. Keep following us because we do have all these top tips, and these will be on our TikTok at some point regarding necklines and how to change them and stuff like that. Even down to this dress, if you want off the shoulder, you can easily get that off the shoulder.
Oh, that would be pretty.
So easily.
I've learnt so much today.
Have you?
You filled me in.
You want to come and work for me?
Oh, absolutely.
So keep liking, keep sharing. Where can we follow you?
At blankcanvasweddings.co.uk and on Instagram at blankcanvasweddings and Facebook, and I'm everywhere.
Honestly, you are fantastic. And it does help that you've been in the industry a long time, not just in bridal and that, so you understand.
I do. And I think I'm very lucky with that because I can support my couples throughout the entire planning process as a wedding planner.
Well, you understand them. If they come in and you go, I've had my fittings done and this happened, you'll be like, oh no, that's okay, that's normal. That's normal. That's fine. That's
fine.
Talk to
Sharon.
So
I'm very lucky. I can guide them and support them with every aspect of the wedding.
Oh, fantastic. Right. And if you need a wedding dress, or want a wedding dress, should I say, come and see me at Love Me Do Brides. Keep sending your questions in, and thank you so much for the follow, and thank you for Liberation for these cocktails. They're yummy. And see you all next week. Bye.